Good morning, Verplanck scholars. This book is called Dewey. There's a cat in the library. Every night, people left books in the return box in a small town of Spencer, Iowa. Funny books, big books, truck books, pig books, they left them all. But one night, on the coldest night of the year, someone left a strange surprise. A tiny kitten. When Vicki, the librarian, found him next morning, the kitten was cold and scared and very, very dirty. Vicki took one look and decided to give him a warm bath. The kitten went into the sink, brown and crying, but he came out orange and purring. "I'm going to keep you," said Vicki, who already loved him. "We'll name you Dewey. Read more books. You can live here and be our library cat." But Dewey had no idea what it meant to be a library cat, so he did what all kittens do. He played. He lounged on the newspaper, rode the book cart, knocked pens to the floor. He goofed around with Marty Mouse, snooped in every drawer, and always found at least one rubber band. But what Dewey loved most of all was people. Tall ones, round ones, quiet ones, loud ones, the little ones, however, surprised him, and not always in a good way. "Look, Nathan," said his mommy. "There's a cat in the library." Nathan bent down and said, "Hi, hooey dooey yooks." "No," said his sister Hannah, "it's Dewey. Read more books." Dewey squirmed. The boy was petting him in the wrong direction. Dewey loved to be petted, but he hated being petted in the wrong direction. Dewey was licking his fur back into place when he heard a strange noise. "Wah!" Dewey's ears perked up and he looked around. "Wah! Wah!" Dewey sprang to attention and crept really slow toward the sound. I wonder what it might be. Surprise! The little people, Dewey discovered, came in tiny sizes too. And they loved to giggle and grab and pull and coo. Babies are wonderful, Dewey thought. Cute and smell-licious too. A few days later, Dewey went exploring and he discovered in a secret room the most exciting thing he had ever seen. Children's Story Hour. "Wowsy whiskers, this looks fun," Dewey thought as he pushed into the room with his nose. Someone shouted, "There's a cat in the library!" Dewey froze. It was quiet for 1 minute, and then everything went wild. And next thing Dewey knew, he was being carried upside down. "Oh my," Dewey thought, "what should I do now?" Late that night, Dewey talked to his friend Marty Mouse. "The library was a wonderful place," Dewey said, "but I'm tired of being pulled and poked and carried upside down. I'm not just a cat in the library, I'm a library cat. A library cat helps people, I think, and I'm 92% convinced that this is one reason why I'm around." Marty Mouse didn't say anything. "I'm going to do it," Dewey said. "I'm going to help people." And he felt so happy that he threw Marty Mouse into the air, kicked him with his back legs, then slept on him like a pillow. The next morning, when the first people arrived, Dewey was waiting to greet them right by the front door. All morning, Dewey acted like a library cat. He read with the mommies and the grandmas. He helped Daddy's work. He even shelved books with the library clerk. When he saw little Nathan, he turned a circle and a half so the boy could pet his back from his head down to his tail, the right direction to pet a cat. I'm glad we're friends, Dewey, Nathan said. Dewey smiled at that. By lunchtime, Dewey was worn out, so he found a good box. First, he put his front paws inside, then his belly. He squished his back end down, wiggled around until he was all the way in, and closed his eyes. There's an orange muffin in the library, a girl giggled. But just as Dewey was about to drift off into sweet kitten dreams, he heard a heavy sigh. His eyes popped open and he saw a girl on the other side of the library. A sad girl reading very quiet all by herself. He climbed up close and stared at her, and she looked the other way. He sniffed her hand. She wouldn't play. He knocked her mittens to the floor, and she let them stay. Then he saw her jacket, and he had the best idea. Silly always works. I'll be a silly cat today. The girl stared at Dewey. You look like a fuzzy hot dog in a purple bun, she said. And then she surprised him. She laughed right out loud. I love you, Dewey. Read more books, the girl whispered as Dewey nestled into her lap and began to purr. This is it, Dewey thought. I'm a real library cat, and it feels good. Nope, it felt better than great. It felt perfect. And here is a picture of the real Dewey, the library cat. See you soon, boys and girls.